Sorry about I've been giving you a video for the last couple of weeks, and I didn't think of just sitting on the couch and doing it like this because I was injured and I was sick. No COVID-19, but just not feeling well. But I never thought of doing it like this. So yeah, I'm not in my suit, not in the studio. So that'll be all next week. We'll have time to dress up and set up. And I could have done this video yesterday, but I didn't. I have no good excuse. But I tipped someone anyway. I got no proof. And we'll go with Friday night football. Panthers versus Sharks. Well, I'm gonna have to give it to the Panthers because they're undefeated. I can't give them a reason to lose until they get defeated. But I was gonna say maybe when they versus Rabbitohs, but after what they copped last night, it probably won't be until Origin time. They'll probably be hit heavy. So but the Sharks could do something with stars like up and coming fullback William Kennedy, Sean Johnson, and the halves combo of Sean Johnson, Chad Townsend. And they do have a pretty good forward pack with Aaron Woods, Aiden Tolman, Toby Rudolph is up and coming lock, and Captain Wade Graham. There'll be a bit of a fight for James Fisher Harris, Isaac Young, and Kurt Capewell, who might be going to Canterbury next year. But I'm going to give that one to the Panthers. And then the second game, this is going to be a very interesting game. Parramatta versus Roosters. Parramatta almost full strength. They got fullback Clint Hatherson against Jay Tedesco is back for the Roosters, so that'll be a big lift for the Roosters. The wingers is Mike Estevo and Blake Ferguson. They're always playing well. But I think what will win Eagles the game is that they've got the two more experienced halves combination, even though they've made it before, because Drew Hutchinson and Sam Walker have been on fire, especially Sam Walker, who's been playing like he's been playing for 10 years. But the Roosters still got the experience of Josh Morris, Daniel Tupou, and Joseph Manine. So the Roosters can still do it. But I'm gonna give Parramatta the chance. I'm gonna tip Parramatta. The Roosters have still got a pretty good forward pack too. We've got the same with Jared Hargraves coming off the bench. The Bundaberg local Ben Marsky, he's up and coming hooker. He's doing alright. Angus Crichton, Jesse Leo. But Parramatta have got Regan Campbell Gillard, Junior Polo, and Isaiah Papali Hall has been. He's been a buy for Parramatta, very cheap, and he's been playing very well. And then we go to Super Saturday. Raiders versus Newcastle. Another very interesting game because Newcastle have been up and down, winning some, losing some. But I thought that he could only win with Mitchell Pearce, but they proved me wrong with Blake Green, but he's out. So they got Phoenix Crossland partnering Kurt Mann in the halves. But they should have the veteran Kalen Ponga should help him win because that Raiders fullback is Kalen Aikens. He's only played 15 games and hasn't scored a try yet. And you got the experienced halves combination of Jack White and George Williams. There's no ICL Soliola still. I really think he needs to get some mental health problems. Family problems, I don't know exactly, but they really do need him, Raiders. They just haven't been that well without him. But they still got, and there's no Ryan James. He was good for Gold Coast. He's not too bad. He's been good for Canberra, even if they didn't win him. But they've still got Corey Hurry and Rodgers, Josh Papali, Ryan Satin and Joseph Tapine. So the Raiders can still do it. So, but the Knights also got David Clemmer, the Saviti brothers, Jacob and Daniel, and Sasui Su. So it's going to be it could be a tough game. And I'm going to give the chance to I'll give Raiders another chance, even though they lost to the Cowboys. That was a shock. Didn't see that one coming. But the Cowboys have been playing well. We'll be getting that game soon. So when I say I give a team a chance, that means the other side has a chance of winning. But the Raiders have been very disappointed. I'll give them this chance to beat Newcastle. And then you got the next game, West Tigers versus Gold Coast Titans. Another interesting game. I don't know exactly who will win because they're both teams that have the potential to make the top 8, but they can be disappointing. Like when Brisbane scored 36 unanswered points again when Brisbane were 22 down. Now, that was very impressive. But and they really kept Brisbane kept Dave Fafita quiet. So I can't say Titans win because they got the monster Fafita because he was kept quiet, and West Tigers could do that too. But the Tigers still have James Tamau, Luke Garner, Lucio Lalula, Joe Afuani in the forwards. And they got the slightly more experienced halves combination with Luke Brooks and Adam Dewey. So it's another 50-50 game. It could go either way. But I might give this one to give Titans a go because I'm sure they'll want to make up for all their thrashing last week. Because they've still got the forward, and they've also got forwards like Jared Wallace, Kevin Lockyer, and Dave Fafita, as I mentioned earlier. So if West Tigers can keep Dave Fafita quiet, they could win, but I'm going to give Titans a chance. And the final game of Super Saturday, Cowboys versus Broncos. Well, this could be a very interesting game because I'm not going to jump on the Broncos bandwagon and say, oh yeah, they've got it, they'll win. Because they took a gamble twice, and former electrician Harper. Get it? Gamble? Because that's his surname. And the Cowboys got the more experienced fullback, Valentine Hines, but Jermaine Asako has been turning out to be a very good fullback. He's very good on his feet. He can step the fullback and score a try. And they got Xavier Coates and Corey Oates on the wing, either side of the wing. Well, Cowboys got Kyle Fell, but they got a pretty good the halves combination with Scott Drinkwater, yeah, and Jay Clifford. They're not too bad, but Scott Drinkwater his connection with Kyle Fell and Valentine Holmes has been pretty good. That's how they've been winning. But they got no Ben Hampton, and he was good at the halfback. So, and the forwards. Well, the Cowboys have got some good forwards like Jason Tamalolo, Francis Molo, Colin House. I think they're slightly better than the Payne Haas, Saviga Pangai Jr. and Matthew Lodge. More experience that could help the Cowboys, but this is a tough one because it's also in Townsville. Brisbane. I'll give just because they won last week and they were very good in their play. I'll give Brisbane a go. They also proved that they're mentally stronger than the Sharks when they had their halfbackers going to the Cowboys next year. So while Cowboys they've actually got more experienced players, but it's Brisbane too. But I think I'll give this one to I reckon I'll give the underdogs a go. Give Brisbane a go. And then we got Sunday Ticket First game is Seagulls versus Warriors. Well, um, the last time I said I'd like to give the Warriors a chance, that team won. Parramatta over Storm. But last time Seagulls played the Warriors was in Central Coast, and Seagulls just win. That was the week before Tom Trebojevic is back, and then once he came back, I don't say a lot of times that because it's not a one-man player, but sometimes that one player can just inspire the entire team to just pick up. Examples are like Tom Trebojevic, Jonathan Thurston, Jason Tamalolo, you know, players that have the potential to win, or former Dalian medal winners. Andrew Johns of Newcastle, Darren Lockyer with the Broncos, stuff like that. And look, I'm gonna give it to. I reckon Seagulls will win because what I said earlier, they only just beat the Warriors in Central Coast. Now they're at Brookvale, Manly, saying they got and Manly had Tom Trebojevic back. As I said, he just picked up the entire team. He didn't. Well, yeah, he just picked the entire team up, and everyone just seemed to play better. Let's have a positive attitude about him. And then the final game of Super Sunday is St. George Illawarra Dragons versus the Bulldogs. Now on paper, Bulldogs look like they have a top 8 team, but they just haven't been playing that well. They're slowly getting better, but the backline's a bunch of young fellas all trying to get to know each other. And well, it even started since the Des Hasler days. Every time the Bulldogs signed a good forward for another team, they just haven't been playing up to their standards, like Aaron Woods and Dylan Napa. But Dylan Napa's starting to get the old form he had when he was with the Roosters. But the Dragons have got more experience in their forwards too, with Blake Laurie, Paul Vaughan, Tarek Sims, and Josh Maguire. Yet Luke Thompson, when he came back from his suspension, the forwards sort of picked up. So and with the back five, you've got like 3 fullbacks playing centres and wingers and fullback with the Bulldogs. And the Dragons have the more experienced halves combination, so it could go either way. Because Dragons are the only team that has defeated the. Yeah, so Dragons are one that have been up and down. They look good and they look bad. The Bulldogs have been looking bad and occasionally looking good. So Bulldogs can keep up their. Well, not against Parramatta. They couldn't pick up their skill there, but if they saw the skill that nearly beat the Cowboys, where they scored three converted tries against the Storm, and that beat the Sharks. The Bulldogs could do it. So, but the Dragons are home. The Dragons could do it. The Dragons could really do it, but I might give Bulldogs a chance. Yeah, I might give Bulldogs a chance, but the Dragons could do it, but I'll tip the Bulldogs. So my final tips for each team will be, stay down. Alright, I'll see you next week.